Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the Ranting Redhead, with another episode for you, for all the two of you that listen. Here's another episode. Yeehaw! Let's get started. All right, here, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I just want to take a second to say thank you to the few people that listen. But you know what? It's what gets me through the day. I'm not gonna lie. It's what gets me through it. And I do this for you. No one else but you guys. So, alright, let's do an episode. So, there's someone who I work with, and they just got married. And they're complaining like, well, we don't have money, so I don't have money. I can't do this. And they bitch the whole time, even when I don't ask them if they have money or not. They just mention, oh, I don't have money. I can't afford that. I don't have money. If I mention something like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the movies. Yeah, well, I can't go. I don't have money. Okay? Wasn't asking if you had money. Or it's like, I'm going to buy a Gatorade. Well, I can't buy a Gatorade. I don't have money. You know what? Then you shouldn't have been a dumb idiot and gotten married in the first place. They had an expensive wedding. It's like, what? Do you really need to spend so much money? You save up for years. You spend so much money on a few hours? And the odds are you're getting divorced in a few months anyway. So what's the big deal? I don't know. It just bothers me when people complain that they don't have money, but they're the ones who put themselves in that situation. It's the same thing with like if you play the stock market, you're not guaranteed to win. And it's even worse when people play the lottery. Oh my god, I forgot to tell this story. Okay, I meant to tell this on my last episode. So there was a guy who came into the store, and I don't play the lottery. I've said this before. I don't play the lottery because I know I'm gonna lose. Out of everybody in this country, you're gonna lose. Believe me. Don't play the lottery. But anyway, so guy came up to me and said, "Hey, did you hear someone in Illinois won some money from that?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's a tale I'll remember." And, other people, they were like, oh, really? Really? Oh my God, can you believe it? Holy crap! Harry, did you hear the news? Someone in Illinois won! And he was going on and on for like a minute. But then, right as he was leaving, he said the most racist thing that you could say, and it caught me off guard to where I almost burst out laughing. He was talking about someone winning the lottery, and then he just looks at me and goes, "Yeah, gee, I just hope it wasn't some dot-head bastard. Bye." That's literally what he said, and I was just so like, what the hell did you just say? Holy crap, that's amazing. That that somebody would just say that right at the tail end of a conversation. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot all about that and I meant to tell it. It just surprised me. Like I said, he didn't display any, weird or offensive personality traits, but right at the tail end of a conversation, he just goes, yeah, I hope some dot-headed bastard doesn't win. Bye! And I was just like, wow, that's amazing. You really can't tell what's going on inside someone's head. I don't get it. And I don't know. It really was like, huh. It's just one of those moments where I'm like, huh, this is a story I have to tell. And one other thing I want to say, I'm going to double down on something. I know this person's going to get pissed, but I'm going to say it. I love how now I have to get permission to talk about certain people. Like some people, not saying who, but they'll probably reach out to me anyway. Some people get offended if I talk about them, even though I never name them. First of all, that's the thing. I don't give your name. So, fuck off. Second of all, people actually were getting offended by stuff I would say. I'm like, well, you know what? It's a funny story. And you know what? If I can try to tell it in a funny way, I'm not saying I can be successful, but I can try. And you know what? I did. And someone or multiple people, they're like, oh, dude, chill out. I don't want to hear that. Wah, 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 wah. So now I'm getting permission from other people. It's like, oh, do you mind about if I tell about the tale of you, banging a horse? That's what I have to tell. I have to ask now. You know what? If you don't like it, don't listen to my show. It's that simple. I don't need you to listen. It's really quite simple. I don't know. A lot of the people that I associate with, not by choice, they really just really know how to rub salt in my wounds every single day. Like, there's this one person, bitch, who really loves to just be like, don't worry, Aiden, be happy. Why should I be happy? Because I'm around you and your joy and your presence just brings me all the joy in the world, and I just want to just enjoy life for what it is. Yeehaw! I don't wanna. I don't wanna do that. It's not fun. Let me be miserable if I want to. It's the same thing around Christmas time. Everybody's like, oh, look at Aiden's grumpy again. He's a Scrooge. He's a downer. So why are you telling me? Do you think I don't know if I'm a downer? Do you think I don't understand if I am feeling down in the dumps or just I don't feel like it today or every day? It's my business. Why do you concern yourself? It's like, but here's the thing, this person does not offer a solution. They just like to piss me off even more by going just repeating it. Don't worry, Aiden, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. I'll be happy when you shut your zipper. I don't know. It just really bothers me when people tell me to calm down. I am calm. I know how to calm down, okay? I can be calm. But you know what? When you're telling me to be calm, it does not help. It's just, I can't perform under pressure. Oh, God, what can I say? Going back to the wedding thing. So, I've said this before and I'll say it again. When people bitch about their money problems when they're the ones who put themselves into it. It's like, oh, I don't have any money around October because I like to spend money on Halloween decorations. Wouldn't you rather save it or spend it on something, meaningful instead of just a plastic ghost that was made for 2 cents that you can stick outside your yard that somebody passes by and goes, gee, that's tacky? Do you really need to do that? It's annoying to see. When we pass by your house, we automatically think it's a ghost town because, hey, you know what? Nothing good is happening in there. I can guarantee it. So, I don't know. I don't spend money on meaningless things. Like, same thing with, okay, someone who just buys their fiance or something a $3,000 ring. It's like, yeah, well, I'm broke. Your fault. You chose to do this. I wouldn't spend $30 on a woman. Let me tell you something. You know what? I would not. I would rather spend $30 on a hooker than my girlfriend. And I'll tell you why. Number one, if I spent $30 on my girlfriend, she'd be like, gee, really? That's all you can get me? That's all you got? And I still don't get anything out of it, and she bitches and pouts about it, and my relationship does not advance. If I go to a hooker, I'm not saying I'll fly first class, but I'll get to my destination, And you know what? She doesn't bitch about it afterwards. Maybe to other people, but not to my face. That's all I ask. So, I don't know. Like I said, I would not spend $30 on my girlfriend because I don't know. I'd rather spend it on a cheap hooker. Because in the end, isn't that all that we're after? Oh man, I really hope that the wrong people are listening to this because it'll make my life so much more entertaining and I'll have more stories for you to tell. So I'm looking at my movie collection right now. I want to give a movie recommendation that I just watched. Okay. It's on Tubi for free if you don't have the DVD, which I'm guaranteeing you don't because people don't buy DVDs anymore except for me. But I want to tell you about this movie I watched called Bone Tomahawk from 2015. It's a Western starring the greatest of all time, Kurt Russell. And holy crap, that movie is fucked up. Holy crap. Oh my god. Ooh, hold on. I want a Cheeto. Alright, back to it. Bone Tomahawk. In my opinion, it's the best Western since the movie Unforgiven from, I think, 1992. It is not for the faint of heart. It has the most messed up death scene I've ever witnessed in any movie. And it's one of the only movies to where like I looked away because it was so brutal. But it's a really good movie, and it tells a really cool tale. Some people say it's a little boring, but say it's a good movie. I don't think it's boring in the slightest, and I cannot recommend it enough. Bone Tomahawk on Tubi, but like I said, it's messed up, but it's really good, and it's got Kurt Russell with the greatest mustache of all time. You can't ask for more than that. And actually, speaking of westerns, um, I kind of got a new side job going. So for anybody who doesn't know, in the summers, sometimes I have like a big blow up movie theater that I put out outside, and I would always just have some of my friends come over. We watch a movie in the summer. Um, so about 15 minutes from where I live, less than 15 even. There's like a ranch slash resort, and my uncle was cleaning it out, and he goes like, there was an abandoned movie, like little mini movie theater with like 20 to 30 seats just in their basement that was just going to waste. And I'm like, really? So I came to check it out, and I said, oh, this can easily be refurbished, and you could have this be in a great place. So then they actually hired me to fix it up and do movie nights there. The only caveat is because it's a ranch, they want like all Western stuff. And look, I don't mind. I love Westerns, but I don't like somebody yeeing my haw. And I'll explain what that means. I don't like someone telling me what to do when it comes to like movies or anything like that. Something that I know. I hate when people tell me how to do it. It's always rubbed me the wrong way. I borderline was like, no, I'm not doing this. Because without me, it will fail. But it is money. I'm like, well, I gotta buy some Westerns. But yeah, I also don't like, I don't know, I don't like hanging out with men or women that wear cowboy hats. It just seems so tacky. I mean, they're not cool people. I mean, I don't care if you like riding a horse, but here's the other thing I don't get. There's, okay, this is actually like where I'm talking about. It's actually like somewhat, it's not like nationally well known or anything, but within the area, it's pretty well known. And I'm not giving them any business because it's not going to help. It's not going to get me a raise, so I'm not telling you where it is. But there were people when I went there. There were people from like 2 or 3 states away. I live in upstate New York. They were from Massachusetts, and all they came up to do was have their kid get on a horse so he can ride in circles. Does that make any sense to you, where you would drive that far for your kid just to get on a horse to ride in a circle? I wouldn't spend dollars on that. Look, if you could send my kid away for the summer, great. But if I have to go, if I'm paying money for that, get the fuck out of here. That is ridiculous. Why would you spend money? Just be like, oh, look, I'm going to get on a professionally trained horse that can go in a circle so my son can be entertained for an hour, and then he goes back to bitching that he can't have breast milk anymore. I mean, really? What kind of idiot would actually travel that far just for their kid to get on a horse and ride in a circle? It's beyond me. I don't know. Why? This just shows like I can open up any store and someone will come because you know what? People are idiots. Like, here's the thing. I get where I live in the Adirondacks. I understand, like, if you want to, like, take the family to go, like, out on a boat and just be in nature or something, go fishing. I understand that if you're not in an area where that's available, you want to go to a nice area. But just to get on a horse and ride in a circle? Are you kidding me? I mean, look, it's a nice resort. There's other stuff to do. I would not spend 1 minute of my valuable time in this day getting on a horse to ride in a circle What is so impressive about that? And of course, like, you got the kid wearing a stupid, pointless bike helmet. What if the kid falls on his arm and breaks his arm? Well, at least his head is okay. Get some like foam pads around him or something, because clearly you're not doing it right, honey. I don't know. I would make the best parent in the world. It's just I don't want to, because no kid is worth my time. And with that concludes the episode. Thank you all so very much for listening. Leave a thumbs up if you care for it, and leave a thumbs down if you didn't care for it. Subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandmother, tell anybody that you damn well please, because I don't care. Goodbye!